Hey there, young explorers! Welcome back to StoryPix Adventures, where learning is always wild, wacky, and wonderfully fun. Today, we're taking you on the ultimate creature quest, a mega adventure packed with 89 jaw-dropping animal facts that'll blow your mind and tickle your curiosity. From mind-blowing animals you won't believe exist to super-sensing creatures, masters of camouflage, and architects of the animal kingdom, we've got it all. We'll meet animals that live without water birds that perform sky-high stunts, pets you never knew people could own, and even some of the world's oldest living beings. Ready to swing with monkeys, slither through the Amazon, and flap your wings with fantastic birds? Let's dive in and discover the weirdest, wildest, and most wonderful creatures on the planet. Because this episode is one big animal-tastic adventure. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description for more awesome videos and playlists. There's always another StoryPix adventure waiting for you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this adventure with your friends. Let's go! Our first set of facts is about 10 mind-blowing animals you won't believe exist. Get ready to meet some of the rarest and strangest creatures ever discovered. Number 1. First up, meet the saiga antelope, a creature that looks like it's straight out of an alien movie. This odd-looking animal has a huge, flexible nose that helps it filter out dust and regulate its body temperature in extreme climates. Found in Central Asia, these antelopes are rare and sadly endangered. But their incredible adaptation helps them survive the harshest deserts and freezing winters. Number 2. This tiny, beautiful creature is called the blue dragon. But don't be fooled by its cute name. This small sea slug, also known as Glaucus atlanticus, can steal venom from deadly jellyfish and use it for its own defense. It floats upside down on the water's surface, waiting for its next meal. It's like a real-life sea monster, but only about an inch long. Number 3. Okay, this one looks really weird. The star-nosed mole has one of the fastest senses of touch in the animal kingdom. Its star-shaped nose has 22 tiny tentacles that can feel and identify food in less than a second. This mole is practically blind, but its nose lets it hunt in complete darkness at lightning speed. Number 4. This bird looks like a prehistoric dinosaur because it kind of is. The shoebill stork has a massive beak that looks like a giant shoe, and it barely moves when hunting, standing completely still for hours before striking with deadly precision. When it claps its beak, it sounds like a machine gun, definitely one of the most intimidating birds out there. Number 5. The axolotl is nature's real-life superhero. This little salamander from Mexico never grows up. It stays in its aquatic form for life. But what makes it truly amazing? It can regrow its limbs, heart, spinal cord, and even parts of its brain. Scientists are studying axolotls to understand how they regenerate, hoping to unlock medical breakthroughs for humans. Number 6. You might think this animal is related to zebras, but surprise, it's actually the closest relative to the giraffe. Meet the okapi, a rare rainforest creature from the Congo. Its striped legs help it blend into the shadows of the jungle, making it one of the most elusive mammals on Earth. Number 7. In the darkest parts of the ocean, some creatures have built-in alarm systems. The Atolla jellyfish creates flashing lights when it's attacked, attracting bigger predators to chase away its enemies. It's like setting off a burglar alarm, except it's happening 3,000 feet underwater. Number 8. This tiny shrimp has one of the most powerful punches in the animal kingdom, so strong that it can break glass. The mantis shrimp throws a punch at 50 miles per hour, creating a shockwave that stuns its prey. It also has some of the best eyesight of any animal, seeing colors we can't even imagine. Number 9. This is the pangolin, a mammal covered in armor-like scales. When threatened, it rolls into a tight ball, making it almost impossible for predators to bite through. Sadly, pangolins are one of the most illegally trafficked animals in the world, but conservation efforts are helping protect these gentle creatures. Number 10. This tiny glass frog has a superpower. It's see-through. Its skin is so clear that you can actually see its heart beating. Scientists believe this transparency helps it hide from predators by blending perfectly with its environment. Next up, 10 animals with super senses. These animals have abilities so powerful, it's like they have real-life superpowers. Number 1. First up, we have the ultimate night navigators, bats. These flying mammals don't rely on their eyes to see in the dark. Instead, they use echolocation, sending out high-pitched sound waves that bounce off objects and return as echoes. This allows them to map their surroundings in complete darkness, even detecting tiny insects mid-flight. Some bats can locate prey with pinpoint accuracy even when it's moving at high speeds. Number 2. Sharks are the ocean's ultimate hunters, and their secret weapon is electroreception. They have special jelly-filled pores called ampullae of Lorenzini that allow them to detect the electric fields produced by living creatures. Even in complete darkness or murky water, sharks can sense the heartbeat of hidden prey. This ability makes them one of the most fearsome predators in the sea. Number 3. Owls are silent hunters of the night, and their secret lies in their exceptional night vision. Their large eyes are packed with light-sensitive cells that allow them to see even in almost total darkness. But that's not all. Owls also have asymmetrical ears, which means one ear is higher than the other. This helps them pinpoint the exact location of prey, even when it's hidden beneath leaves or snow. Number 4. If you think humans can see a lot of colors, think again. The mantis shrimp has the most advanced vision in the animal kingdom. While humans have 3 types of color receptors, mantis shrimp have 16. They can see ultraviolet, infrared, and even polarized light, colors completely invisible to us. Their supervision helps them detect camouflaged prey and communicate with their own kind using secret color signals. Number 5. Imagine being able to see heat in total darkness. Well, that's exactly what pit vipers like rattlesnakes can do. These snakes have heat-sensitive pits on their faces that allow them to detect the body heat of prey, even in complete darkness. This gives them an advantage when hunting at night, helping them strike with deadly precision. Number 6. We all know that dogs have an amazing sense of smell, but did you know they can detect scents over 100,000 times better than humans? A bloodhound's nose is so powerful that it can track a scent for miles, even days after it was left behind. Some dogs are trained to detect diseases, find missing people, and even sniff out explosives. Their noses are true biological marvels. Number 7. Catfish don't just have taste buds on their tongues. They have them all over their bodies. These freshwater fish are like swimming tongues, tasting everything in their environment. Their whisker-like barbels help them detect food in dark, muddy waters, making them expert foragers. Number 8. Speaking of taste, did you know butterflies taste with their feet? When a butterfly lands on a plant, special sensors on its legs detect whether the plant is edible. This helps female butterflies choose the best leaves to lay their eggs, ensuring their caterpillars have plenty of food. Number 9. Pigeons are famous for their homing abilities, but how do they do it? These birds have an internal compass that detects Earth's magnetic field, allowing them to navigate over vast distances with incredible accuracy. Scientists believe they can even recognize landmarks and use the sun as a guide. Number 10. Elephants have a hidden super sense. They can detect seismic vibrations through their feet. When elephants communicate over long distances, they send low-frequency rumbles that travel through the ground. Other elephants can pick up these signals from miles away, helping them stay connected across vast landscapes. Up next, we'll sneak into the world of 8 animals with amazing camouflage. These masters of disguise are so good at hiding, you might miss them even when they're right in front of you. Number 1. First up, we have the leaf-tailed gecko, a reptile so well camouflaged that you might stare right at it and never see it. Native to Madagascar, this incredible lizard flattens its body against tree bark, matching the texture so perfectly that it looks like part of the tree. Some even have jagged edges on their bodies, mimicking peeling bark or leaves. When predators are near, they stay completely still, disappearing into the forest. Number 2. If you thought chameleons were the best at changing colors, wait until you meet the mimic octopus. This ocean genius doesn't just change color, it changes shape. The mimic octopus can imitate the appearance and movements of toxic sea creatures, including lionfish, sea snakes, and even jellyfish. This trick confuses predators, making them think twice before attacking. It's like the ultimate underwater costume change. Number 3. Meet the leaf insect, an insect so convincing that even other animals mistake it for a real leaf. These masters of disguise can be found in the tropical forests of Asia, mimicking leaves so perfectly that even their veins and edges look real. Some even have tiny holes and spots imitating insect bites to make them look even more natural. To complete the illusion, they sway slightly just like a leaf blowing in the wind. Number 4. In the frozen Arctic, blending in means staying alive. The Arctic fox has one of the best seasonal camouflage skills in the animal kingdom. In the winter, its fur turns pure white, helping it disappear against the snowy landscape. But as the seasons change, so does its coat. By summer, the Arctic fox sheds its white fur and turns brown, blending in with the rocky tundra. This amazing adaptation helps it stay hidden from both predators and prey all year round. Number 5. Like its cousin, the octopus, the cuttlefish is a camouflage master. But here's the twist. Cuttlefish can change both color and texture instantly. Their skin is covered in special cells called chromatophores, which let them shift into different shades to blend with any underwater background. Some can even create hypnotic color waves to distract and confuse predators. It's like underwater magic. Number 6. The pygmy seahorse is so well camouflaged that scientists only discovered it by accident. These tiny creatures live on coral reefs, matching the exact color and texture of the coral they cling to. Some are pink with red bumps, while others are yellow with white speckles. Whatever the coral looks like, the seahorse adapts to blend in perfectly. Number 7. This might look like an ordinary twig, but look again, it's actually an insect. The stick insect is one of the best camouflaged insects in the world, resembling twigs and branches, so closely that predators completely overlook them. Some can even change shades to match different types of wood, and when they walk, they move with a slight sway, mimicking a branch swaying in the wind. Number 8. The stonefish may look like just another rock on the seabed, but it's actually the most venomous fish in the world. This master of disguise blends in perfectly with coral and ocean sand, making it nearly impossible for prey or predators to spot. But watch out! If stepped on, its venomous spines deliver a painful sting that can be deadly. Now it's time to explore 7 animals that can live without water. These desert dwellers and tough survivors have unbelievable tricks for staying alive with little to no water. Number 1. First up, meet the kangaroo rat, a tiny desert rodent with a huge survival secret. It never needs to drink water. How? Instead of drinking it, gets all the moisture it needs from the seeds it eats. Its kidneys are also super efficient, producing almost no waste. No sweating, no peeing, no water loss. Plus, it only comes out at night to avoid the scorching sun. Number 2. You've probably heard that camels store water in their humps, but that's actually a myth. Their humps store fat, not water. So, how do they survive without drinking for weeks? Their bodies conserve water like pros. A camel can lose 25% of its body's water and still function, something that would kill most other animals. Plus, their nostrils trap moisture and they don't sweat much even in extreme heat. Number 3. Now this is a real-life desert superpower. The thorny devil lizard doesn't need to find water. It absorbs it right out of the air. Its skin is covered in tiny grooves that act like straws, pulling water from dew and rain straight to its mouth. Even if it just stands on damp sand, it can drink through its feet. Talk about an incredible desert survival trick. Number 4. Some creatures use science to survive, and the Namib beetle is a genius. Found in Africa's Namib Desert, one of the driest places on Earth, this beetle has a trick up its sleeve. It collects water straight from the air. In the early morning, it stands on a sand dune, tilting its body so that tiny water droplets from fog gather on its shell and roll right into its mouth. Nature is full of brilliant solutions. Number 5. Imagine sleeping for years just to survive. That's exactly what the desert toad does. In dry times, it buries itself underground and goes into a deep hibernation called estivation. It stays there waiting for the rain to return. When it finally does, the toad wakes up, comes out and lays eggs in temporary desert ponds. Then the cycle starts all over again. Number 6. The sand gazelle has one of the most extreme desert adaptations. It shrinks its liver and heart to use less water. This helps it survive when there's no water around. Plus, it can handle extreme heat without sweating much, keeping its body cool even under the blazing sun. Number 7. The Gila monster takes a different approach to survival. It stores food and water in its tail. That means it can go months without eating or drinking, living off its fat reserves. These venomous lizards move slowly to conserve energy, avoiding unnecessary water loss. It's like having a built-in survival pack. Coming up, the 7 most amazing animal architects. These clever critters build jaw-dropping homes, nests, and fortresses using nature's tools. Number 1. Our first animal architect is the beaver, nature's very own civil engineer. Beavers use sticks, mud, and stones to build dams across rivers and streams. These dams don't just provide them with a safe home, they also create entire ecosystems, forming ponds that help other animals like fish, frogs, and birds thrive. Some beaver dams are so large they can be seen from space. Number 2. If you think skyscrapers are impressive, wait until you see what termites can build. These tiny insects construct massive termite mounds, some reaching up to 30 feet tall. Inside their homes have air conditioning systems, tunnels, and even farming chambers where they grow fungus for food. These structures help termites stay cool in the scorching heat, making them some of nature's most brilliant builders. Number 3. Imagine being able to weave a basket with just your beak. That's exactly what weaver birds do. These tiny birds build intricate hanging nests by weaving grass and twigs into beautiful spherical structures. They are so good at weaving that their nests can withstand strong winds and heavy rain. The more skillful the nest, the more likely a male weaver bird is to attract a mate. Number 4. One of the most bizarre and beautiful constructions in nature is made by a tiny fish. The male pufferfish carves out elaborate geometric sand sculptures on the ocean floor, sometimes 20 times its size. These mesmerizing patterns aren't just for decoration, they are actually love nests. Female pufferfish choose their mate based on the most perfectly designed sand circles. Number 5. Bowerbirds are nature's very own interior designers. Instead of building nests, male bowerbirds create elaborate displays called bowers, decorated with colorful objects like flower shells and even man-made items like bottle caps. They use their artistic skills to impress females. Only the best decorated bower wins a mate. Number 6. These ants don't just build homes, they farm inside them. Leafcutter ants carve out massive underground colonies where they grow fungus for food. They collect leaves not to eat but to feed their fungus farms. Their colonies can house millions of ants and stretch over 100 feet wide, making them some of the most advanced builders in the insect world. Number 7. We can't talk about animal architects without mentioning spiders. These master engineers weave silk webs that are stronger than steel by weight. Each web is precisely designed to catch insects, and some spiders rebuild their webs every single night. There are even species that create three-dimensional or trapdoor-style webs to catch prey in unique ways. Now let's take a peek at the world's 7 most unique pets. From snakes that cuddle to slugs with personality, these pets are anything but ordinary. Number 1. First up, say hello to the ball python. Unlike some scary snake myths, ball pythons are super gentle and love to curl up in a ball when they feel shy, hence the name. These snakes are popular pets because they're calm, easy to handle, and don't need much space. Plus, they come in stunning colors and patterns, making each one unique. Number 2. Meet the axolotl, a real-life water dragon. These amazing creatures are actually a type of salamander, but they never grow up. They stay in their adorable gill form forever. Axolotls can even regrow lost limbs, making them one of the most fascinating pets in the world. With their cute faces and quirky personalities, it's easy to see why they become so popular. Number 3. Would you believe some people have a pet that fits in the palm of their hand, but grows as big as a grapefruit? That's the giant African land snail. These snails are low-maintenance pets that love to munch on fresh veggies. They may move slowly, but they're full of personality and can even recognize their owner's scent. Number 4. If you love fluffy animals, you'll adore the silky chicken. Unlike normal chickens, silkies have soft, silky feathers that feel like fur. They're super friendly, love cuddles, and even follow their owners around like a puppy. Some people keep them as backyard pets, not just for eggs, but for their sweet personalities. Number 5. This tiny marsupial is called a sugar glider, and yes, it can glide through the air. These adorable creatures form strong bonds with their owners and love to ride around in pockets. They're nocturnal, meaning they're most active at night, and they have a huge love for sweet fruits and honey. Number 6. Spiders may not be everyone's favorite, but tarantulas are actually gentle and fascinating pets. Their low maintenance don't need much space and can live for decades. Unlike the speedy spiders you see in your home, tarantulas move slowly and carefully, making them easier to handle than you might think. Number 7. This chunky little frog is called the Pac-Man frog. And yes, it's named after the video game. These frogs are round, lazy, and love to eat. They'll sit in one spot for hours waiting for food to come by. And when they do eat, watch out. They have a huge appetite and can swallow prey nearly half their size. Now prepare to be amazed by the top 15 animals with the longest lifespans. These creatures have been around forever, and they're not slowing down anytime soon. Number 1. The Galapagos tortoise is one of the longest living land animals, with some individuals reaching over 150 years old. These gentle giants move slowly, but their secret to longevity is their relaxed lifestyle, slow metabolism, and lack of predators. The oldest recorded Galapagos tortoise lived to be 190 years old. Number 2. Deep beneath the icy waters of the Arctic, the Greenland shark swims slowly through the darkness. This mystical creature can live for over 400 years, making it the longest living vertebrate on Earth. These sharks grow extremely slowly, just 1 centimeter per year, which may be the secret to their ancient lifespan. Number 3. This unassuming clam might look ordinary, but it holds a world record. The ocean quahog clam can live for over 500 years, making it one of the oldest known animals. Scientists discovered one named Ming that was 507 years old, meaning it was alive before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock. Number 4. Meet the bowhead whale, the longest living mammal on Earth. These massive whales can live over 200 years, and some even carry harpoon tips in their skin from the 1800s. Scientists believe their genetic adaptations help them resist aging and disease, making them true masters of survival. Number 5. Ever seen a koi fish in a garden pond? Some of them can live well over 100 years. The most famous koi, named Hanako, lived to be 226 years old. Their secret? A stress-free environment and clean water, proving that a peaceful life leads to a long one. Number 6. The tuatara may look like a lizard, but it's actually a living fossil. These ancient reptiles from New Zealand have been around for 200 million years, and individual tuataras can live for over 100 years. Their slow metabolism and cold-blooded nature keep them thriving for a century or more. Number 7. Some scientists believe the Red Sea urchin may be biologically immortal. These creatures can live for over 200 years, and they don't show signs of aging. Their ability to continuously regenerate their cells makes them one of the longest living marine animals. Number 8. Imagine if you could turn back time and become young again. That's exactly what the immortal jellyfish does. When threatened or stressed, it can reverse its aging process and start life over again, potentially making it biologically immortal. Number 9. Meet the macaw, one of the longest living birds in the world. These beautiful parrots don't just mimic speech. They can live up to 100 years with proper care. In the wild, they typically reach around 50 to 60 years, but in captivity with proper nutrition and care, they can easily live for a century or more. Number 10. Elephants aren't just the largest land animals, they're also some of the longest living mammals. African elephants can live up to 70 years in the wild, while some Asian elephants have been recorded living over 80 years. Their strong social bonds and intelligence help them survive for decades. Number 11. Sturgeons are living fossils, and the lake sturgeon is no exception. These prehistoric-looking fish can live for more than 150 years. Some have been found older than 200 years, meaning they've seen generations of humans come and go. Number 12. If you're looking for a long-living fish, the rough-eye rockfish is one of the best contenders. This deep-sea dweller has been found to live for over 200 years. Scientists believe its slow metabolism and deep-sea lifestyle contribute to its incredible lifespan. Number 13. Similar to the Galapagos tortoise, the Aldabra giant tortoise is another long-lived reptile. These gentle giants can live over 180 years, with some individuals surpassing 200 years. The secret? Their slow metabolism and relaxed lifestyle. No stress, just slow and steady living. Number 14. This strange-looking clam is known as the geoduck. And despite its odd appearance, it's one of the longest living shellfish in the world. These creatures can live for more than 160 years, filtering water and slowly growing larger with time. Some geoducks have been found to be over 180 years old. Number 15. Finally, we have the longest living animal on Earth, black coral. Found deep in the ocean, some black coral specimens have been dated at over 4,000 years old. That means these corals were growing before the pyramids of Egypt were even built. Instead of aging like other animals, corals continuously grow and regenerate, allowing them to survive for millennia. Next, we'll hang out with the 7 most amazing monkeys in the world. These primates are full of fun facts and fantastic surprises. Number 1, meet the pygmy marmoset, the smallest monkey in the world. This adorable primate is so tiny it can fit in the palm of your hand. Weighing less than a stick of butter, these mini monkeys use their sharp claws to climb trees and suck tree sap for food. But don't let their size fool you. They can leap up to 16 feet, 5 meters in a single jump. That's like a human jumping across a school bus. Number 2, whoa! Ever heard a monkey louder than a rock concert? The howler monkey holds the record for the loudest land animal. Their deep booming calls can be heard from 3 miles away, 5 kilometers. They use these thunderous roars to warn other monkeys to stay away from their treetop turf. If humans were that loud, you could hear someone yelling from another town. Number 3, think humans are the only ones who use tools? Think again. Capuchin monkeys are one of the smartest primates. They use rocks as hammers to crack open nuts, just like humans use tools. In some places, scientists have seen capuchins passing down their tool-using skills for over 100 generations. That's like learning how to cook from your great-great-great-great-grandparents. Number 4, ever seen a monkey that looks like a cartoon character? Meet the proboscis monkey, famous for its huge, wobbly nose. But here's the wild part. These monkeys are incredible swimmers. They can dive over 65 feet, 20 meters, underwater, and jump from treetops straight into rivers. So are they monkeys or secret Olympic swimmers? You decide. Number 5, most monkeys are daytime explorers, but the night monkey prefers the cover of darkness. These big-eyed primates are the only monkeys that come alive at night, using their super sight to spot food and avoid predators in total darkness. If humans had night monkey vision, we could see perfectly in a pitch-black room. Number 6, these monkeys look like they stepped out of a fairy tale. The golden snub-nosed monkey lives in cold, snowy forests, and their fluffy golden fur keeps them warm. But the best part? They live in huge family groups, sometimes up to 600 monkeys together. That's like a monkey city in the trees. Number 7, who has the fanciest mustache in the animal kingdom? The Emperor Tamarin. This tiny monkey looks like it's wearing a wizard's beard, but its mustache isn't just for show. It helps them communicate with their group using whistles, chirps, and trills. If humans had mustaches like this, we'd look like tiny furry wizards. Up next, let's dive into the heart of the jungle with the 8 strangest creatures of the Amazon rainforest. This lush, mysterious world is crawling with bizarre and brilliant animals. Number 1, did you know there's a dolphin that isn't blue or gray, but pink? Meet the Amazon River dolphin, also called the boto. Unlike ocean dolphins, these mysterious swimmers have a flexible neck, allowing them to weave through flooded forests like underwater acrobats. And yes, their pink color gets brighter as they age. Scientists believe it's caused by scar tissue from their playful but competitive nature. Number 2. This one might creep you out. The pacu fish looks like a regular river fish until you see its teeth. Instead of sharp fangs, it has flat, square-shaped teeth that look just like human molars. But don't worry, pacu aren't meat eaters. They use their teeth to crack open nuts and fruit that fall from the rainforest trees. Imagine going fishing and seeing a fish with a human smile. Number 3. This tiny frog is completely see-through. The glass frog has translucent skin, meaning you can see its heart beating and stomach digesting food. Scientists believe this camouflage helps it blend into leaves to avoid predators. Nature's version of invisibility. Number 4. This incredible lizard doesn't just live in the trees, it can run on water. The basilisk lizard can sprint across the surface of rivers for several feet, thanks to its long toes and super speed. If you could run as fast as this lizard compared to your body size, you'd be sprinting on water too. Number 5. Otters might seem cute, but don't mess with the giant river otter. This 6-foot-long predator is the top hunter of the Amazon River, taking down piranhas, caimans, and even anacondas. They live in tight-knit family groups, and their piercing whistles keep them connected in the wild. Number 6. This bird might just haunt your dreams. The potu bird has huge, eerie eyes that never seem to blink. It sits perfectly still during the day, blending in with tree branches, like a living statue. But at night, it hunts insects with its giant mouth. With its spooky stare, the potu has earned the nickname Ghost Bird. Number 7. This tiny ant has the most painful sting in the insect world. The bullet ant's sting is so excruciating that it's compared to being shot by a bullet. Indigenous tribes use these ants in initiation rituals, proving just how tough they are. If you ever see one, it's best to stay far, far away. Number 8. The Amazonian giant centipede is nightmare fuel. It can grow over a foot long and preys on lizards, birds, and even bats. Using venomous fangs, it subdues its prey before devouring them whole. This is one rainforest creature you don't want crawling up your leg. And finally, we'll soar into the skies with 10 amazing birds of the world. From colorful feathers to crazy talents, these birds are born to impress. Number 1. First up, let's talk about the kings of the sky, eagles. With their razor-sharp talons, incredible eyesight, and powerful wings, eagles are among the most skilled hunters in the bird world. Did you know that an eagle's vision is about 8 times stronger than a human's? That means they can spot prey from miles away. Whether it's a bald eagle swooping over a river or a golden eagle hunting in the mountains, these birds rule the skies. Number 2. Meet the tiny but mighty hummingbird. These little birds are the only ones that can fly backward and even upside down. Their wings flap up to 80 times per second, allowing them to hover like a helicopter while sipping nectar from flowers. Some species migrate thousands of miles despite their small size. Number 3. Not all birds take to the sky. Penguins may not fly, but they are master swimmers. These tuxedo-clad birds use their flipper-like wings to propel themselves through the water at incredible speeds. Emperor penguins, the largest of all penguins, can hold their breath for up to 20 minutes while hunting for fish under the ice. Number 4. What's pink, tall, and stands on one leg? Flamingos! These graceful birds get their color from the food they eat. Tiny shrimp and algae packed with red pigments. And why do they stand on one leg? Scientists believe it helps them conserve body heat while wading in chilly waters. Number 5. Owls are nature's stealthy nighttime hunters. With their incredible night vision and specialized feathers that muffle sound, they can sneak up on prey without making a noise. Their heads can even rotate up to 270 degrees, giving them an almost all-around view of their surroundings. Number 6. Parrots are some of the most intelligent birds on the planet. Not only can they mimic human speech, but some species like the African gray parrot can solve puzzles and even understand basic math. They use their smarts to communicate, find food, and even play tricks on each other. Number 7. Knock knock. Who's there? A woodpecker. These birds use their strong beaks to drill into trees in search of insects. But don't worry, their heads are specially built to absorb the shock. Some woodpeckers can peck up to 20 times per second, making them the real drummers of the animal kingdom. Number 8. If speed had a champion in the bird world, it would be the peregrine falcon. These incredible hunters can reach speeds of over 240 miles per hour when diving for prey, making them the fastest animals on the planet. Number 9. Pigeons may seem like ordinary city birds, but did you know they were once used as messengers? These birds have an amazing sense of direction and can find their way home from hundreds of miles away. That's why pigeons have been used throughout history to deliver messages even in wartime. Number 10. Last but definitely not least, we have the birds of paradise. These birds found in the rainforest of Papua New Guinea are famous for their incredible colors and unique courtship dances. From fluffy plumes to elaborate feather displays, these birds truly know how to put on a show. Wow, what an epic journey through the wild world of animals! From super-sensing creatures and shape-shifting camo masters to long-living legends and funky pets, you've just explored 89 amazing animal facts across every corner of the planet. We hope you had as much fun as we did diving into these mind-blowing creatures and their incredible skills. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description for more awesome videos and playlists. There's always another Story Picks adventure waiting for you. And of course, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this adventure with your friends so they can join in on the fun too. Thanks for exploring with us. See you next time, explorers.